Quick! Close your eyes and picture the fruit of the Loom clothing logo. You see the grapes, the apples, and that brown woven basket behind the fruit, right? The cornucopia? You can see the texture of the wicker, the way the fruit spills out of it. You'd bet your life it was there. Well, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but that basket never existed. Not in the 70s, not in the 90s, not ever. The company has confirmed it. The trademark filings prove it. It was always just fruit on a white background. Wait, don't click away yet. If your brain just took a screenshot of your childhood and screamed, "Liar," you aren't alone. Thousands of people remember that basket. Thousands of people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 80s. He actually died in 2013. This is the Mandela Effect, the eerie phenomenon where a massive group of people remembers a detail differently than how it actually happened. Is it a glitch in the Matrix? A parallel universe leaking into ours? Or is your biological supercomputer just taking some very weird shortcuts? I'm Willow, and today on the Clever Clover, we're opening the owner's manual for your glitchy brain to find out why your most vivid memories might be total fabrications. Let's get weird. Number 8. The spelling bee from hell. If you grew up in the 80s or 90s, you probably read books about a lovely family of bears. How do you spell their name? Berenstein, right? The Berenstain bears. Millions of us remember that EIN. We remember the way it looked on the cover. But if you go to a library right now and pull a dusty copy off the shelf, it says Berenstain with an A. It feels wrong. It feels like someone broke into your childhood home and swapped the books. Psychologists call this schema theory. Your brain likes patterns. Most last names ending in that sound are spelled Stein, like Einstein. Your brain essentially auto-corrected the spelling for years because stain felt like an outlier. Your brain isn't a video recorder, it's an editor. It sees what it expects to see, and over time, the edit becomes the reality. You didn't misread it once. You misread it for a decade until the lie became a core memory. Number 7. The monocle mystery. Picture the Monopoly man, rich Uncle Pennybags. He's got the top hat, the cane, and the monocle, right? Nope, no monocle. He has never worn one. So why do we all see it? This is a conceptual association glitch. Our brains group similar characters together to save space. We associate wealthy Victorian gentlemen with monocle because of characters like Mr. Peanut. When you try to recall the Monopoly man, your brain does a quick Google search of your internal files. It finds rich guy and top hat, and then it copy-pastes the monocle from Mr. Peanut just to complete the set. You aren't remembering the logo. You're remembering a stereotype your brain built for you. It's efficient, but it's technically a lie. Number 6. The cinema slip-up. This is perhaps the most famous Mandela Effect in history. Darth Vader, standing over Luke Skywalker on Cloud City, utters the most iconic line in film history. "Luke, I am your father." Except, he doesn't. Go watch The Empire Strikes Back right now. He actually says, "No, I am your father." Why did millions of us get this wrong? Because "No, I am your father" doesn't make sense out of context. If you're quoting the movie to a friend, you need to establish who you're talking to, so your brain changed "no" to Luke. Pop culture then took that edited version and ran with it. Parodies, t-shirts, and even the voice actor himself, James Earl Jones, have misquoted it. When the world repeats a lie enough times, your brain assumes the original memory must be the mistake. You've been socially gaslit by a movie quote. Number 5. The Pikachu tail. This one hurts. Think of Pikachu's tail. It's yellow, lightning-shaped, and it has a black tip at the end, right? To match the ears? I'm so sorry to tell you this. Pikachu's tail is solid yellow, with a bit of brown at the base. There is no black tip. Many people even remember Pikachu having a black stripe on his tail. This is an example of visual symmetry. Your brain likes things to match. Since the ears have black tips, your brain fills in the tail to make the design feel more balanced. It's like your brain is a graphic designer trying to improve Pokémon. It creates a more logical version of the character in your head, and then it deletes the real one to save storage space. Number 4. The Disney deception. In Snow White, the evil queen approaches her magic mirror and says, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" But in the original Disney movie, she actually says, "Magic mirror on the wall." We've been saying it wrong for nearly a century. This is a rhythm glitch. Mirror, mirror has a poetic, repetitive beat that is much easier for the brain to store and repeat than magic mirror. Our brains are obsessed with alliteration and rhythm. We subconsciously edit the world to make it sound more like a song. Once the catchier version enters the public consciousness, the original version is essentially overwritten. Your brain prefers a good beat over a boring truth. Number 3. The science of the blur. We like to think of our memories as being stored in a file in our brain. But science tells us that memory is actually reconstructive. Every time you remember something, you aren't playing a video. You are building a model. Your brain takes a few core details and then fills in the blanks with logic, expectations, and things you've heard recently. It's like a 3D printer that has to rebuild the object every time you want to look at it. If the printer is missing a piece, it just makes one up that fits the whole. The Mandela Effect happens when we all have the same holes in our knowledge, and our brains, using the same human logic, all manufacture the same missing piece. It's not that we're all traveling through dimensions, it's that we're all using the same glitchy software. Number 2. The multiverse theory. Okay, let's have a little fun. Some people, including some very serious physicists, suggest the Mandela Effect isn't a brain glitch at all. They argue that we are experiencing quantum tunneling or timeline merging. The theory is that there was a universe where the Berenstain bears were spelled with an E. But at some point, perhaps due to experiments at the Large Hadron Collider, our reality merged with a neighbouring one. You remember the old version because your consciousness originated there. It sounds like science fiction, but it's a massive what-if that keeps the internet alive. Whether it's true or not, the Mandela Effect proves one thing. Reality is much more liquid than we'd like to believe. We are all unreliable narrators of our own lives. And finally, number 1, confabulation. This is the real why. Confabulation is a fancy word for honest lying. Your brain hates nothing. It hates not knowing. If you have a gap in your memory, your brain feels a physical sense of discomfort. To fix this, it confabulates. It creates a plausible story to fill the gap, and then it convinces you that it's the truth. The Mandela Effect is just mass confabulation. We are all filling the gap with the most logical answer. The fruit should be in a basket. Pikachu should have a black tip. Vader should say, Luke. Our brains are just trying to make the world a more organized, sensible place, even if it has to rewrite history to do it. Your brain isn't broken because it misremembers. It's working perfectly to keep your worldview consistent. It's a beautiful, lying, wonderful machine. So, what about you? Is there a Mandela effect that keeps you up at night? Did you swear Curious George had a tail? He doesn't. Or that the Looney Tunes were spelled Looney Tunes? It's tunes. Leave a comment below and let's see if we can find some new glitches together. If this video made you question your own sanity, give that like button a click. It helps the clever Clover grow in this reality, and maybe a few others. Subscribe for more Why Your Brain is Broken deep dives. I'm Willow, and until next time, stay curious, trust your instincts, but maybe not your memories, and mind yourself. See you in the next timeline.